Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your dungeon master. If you can hear me, if you can actually hear me, let us know, YouTube chat. We're having a hard time hearing ourselves, so let us know if the audio is going through. Yeah, how are we doing tonight, everybody? We got a new cast here, and we'll wait for people to confirm that we can actually be heard. But while we're doing that, we'll just introduce everybody that's here on the panel. We've got Joey. We've got John. That ends the J's. Then we'll go to Dexter and Randall. And I hope people can hear us because otherwise it's going to be really funny sounding. Actually, it won't sound at all. It'll be funny, really funny to everybody else. Hello. Can you hear us? Okay. We're waiting. See if everybody can hear us. Audio is good, they say. Cam says audio is good. So great. We just can't, I can't hear. I didn't hear any of that audio, so we'll see. But hopefully everything's good here. Let us know if anything seems off, okay, on the audio side tonight. But good. I am glad. All right, great. So everybody, we are playing Chapter 6 of Vecna, Eve of Ruin. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped for this. And before we actually get into the nitty-gritty and jump into the game here, I do want to just make a couple of quick announcements. We have a lot of stuff going on here on the channel, but we are going to be taking a break from the regularly scheduled programming very soon. So this is going to be the start of Chapter 6, but then we got spring break. And a lot of teachers here in these chapters, and so we're taking a break with Vecna for 2 weeks, and then we're also taking a break with Curse of Strahd, which is our other main game on Tuesday nights. So that'll be coming back eventually in April. We'll be coming back in April strong with everything. April 1st, not an April Fool's joke. We will be back with Strahd, and then April 3rd, we'll be back with Vecna. And I did announce and post on social media and all that good stuff that the next 2 chapters of Vecna are going to be on Thursday. So mark your calendars. Make sure that you know we're coming back here on Thursdays. All right, so there's little updates here for the channel. Now, for all of you, we had Randall and Joey. You two are, you've been on the Vecna streams already. So we're going to come back to you in a second. But for John and Dexter, this is your first time being on the Vecna stream, so welcome. I'm going to introduce you guys, and I want you to tell everybody to what you do here on the channel, what games you played in, and where they could find you. And eventually, we'll get that character questionnaire updated next week. We'll have that ready for you all. So for right now, let's jump over to John. John, who are you, and what do you do?
Hi, I'm John, and I don't know if you want me to say the actual character I'm playing.
No
Yeah.
characters, just you.
Yep. So I'm John. I have played on several campaigns here, going back to the original with Descent into Avernus. I've played multiple different game modules. Loving definitely playing a lot of Call of Cthulhu, and looking forward to playing some others throughout Blood Lament and some different ones in the future. On D&D wise, I've played in Keep on the Borderlands and several one shots.
Yeah, the big one that you've been in is Keeping the Borderlands. That's the long form campaign, and we definitely got to get some more Call of Cthulhu back here on the channel soon. Hopefully, that would be a lot
Maybe
of
I'll
fun.
survive once.
Yeah, maybe you do have a high death rate on the channel. There's a few people that, for some way or another, have never died. There's a handful of them still out there, but most people have felt the cold touch of death here on the
I'd
channel.
like I want to know if there's someone else who's died more than me in this channel, because I've died a lot.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if
I don't
coming
know.
back to life counts, but yeah.
It might be Christian. We gotta check in with Christian.
Ooh,
He's had a lot
good.
of deaths.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Dexter, what
Stefan
about you?
in a campaign.
What's
Well,
that, Joey? Oh,
I'm
I missed it.
Dexter. I am the young gun on the channel. I also have spring break coming up, but for me, it'll be a break from college, not from teaching.
That's right.
So that'll be exciting as well. Let's see. I've been on a couple things on the channel, one of which I think saw the light of day. One of which ended up
Mm-hmm.
having, I think, no audio. Is that what it was? Something like
Yeah,
that.
we have no audio issues here anymore. None.
Yeah, none.
None.
But so if you remember what I was on before, you might be able to guess what character I'm playing. But we'll leave that for now.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. And Then we're going to go over to the other side here. Now, Randall and Joe, you've both been on here, so we don't need a formal introduction. You've been in quite a few things on the channel. But my question to all of you is, what are we excited for? Spring is here. We've got, like I said, warm weather here in the New York tri-state area. It's been a lot of cold, wintry days and nights. I'm excited to get back to things. I was recently sick again. I feel like I can never get healthy this winter. So I'm looking forward to getting healthy and getting outside, the warm air coming. What about you two? What are you excited for?
I'm really excited to go camping. Want to do some hiking. Want to get out there into nature.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go hiking, Joe? Are you going to come up by us or?
That all depends on just where my like group of friends want to go.
Ah, okay.
Maybe like getting like an Airbnb and just like going someplace.
Sweet. Nice.
Never know.
I've never been like camping as an adult. I've only done it as a kid when I was a Boy Scout. So I would love to go camping again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely different as an adult because then
Yeah.
you're like, oh, if a bear attacks me, I'm the thing that has to deal with
Your
And you
brain
jump
went somewhere
straight to
different.
bear.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm allowed to buy the beers. I don't have to hassle the weird guy at the gas station. You were totally different.
That's great. That's good.
Those bears are dangerous.
What about you, Randall?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of spring, to be honest. I am very much a fan of the colder weather months. I don't know. I weirdly enough, I have been talking a lot about doing a big possible hiking camping trip on the Empire State Trail with a friend of mine. Though I don't think that's happening in the spring, but we possibly are going to be planning it in the spring. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, my life has kind of been fully taken over by D&D, so it's hard to think about things that aren't D&D. I am actually very excited. I recently got my first set of Dwarven Forge, and I'm running a game later this month with it, and I've never owned any pieces. And opening that box made me feel like a child once more.
Nice.
It was. They are truly amazing.
Yeah, for those
extraordinarily expensive, but really, really good.
Yeah, totally. For those of you who don't know, Dwarven Forge is basically these like they print these out. It's made of like, if I'm not mistaken, like what the dentists use even. It's like very durable, very like detailed terrain for D&D, and you can put them together, right? And is that what you got? Things like that?
Yeah, I got like a
them?
dungeon kit. They have a bunch of like starter kits, so I kind of just got a bunch of stuff that would fit what I was looking for. But yeah, they are very cool, and yeah, you really have to like try to break them if like they are quite resilient.
Yeah, and then they like the cool thing about them all is they connect, right? That you can just mix and match. It feels like it's a theme, and it's really really well crafted stuff. So it's really good for in-person games. So you're playing an in-person game, huh?
Yeah, I run way too many games, but most of those are online and through my like start playing. But yeah, I have a home game that I run bi-monthly. They're bi-weekly. They technically mean the same thing and different things.
Yeah. Every other week. Yeah.
It's the worst.
Or
every other week. And we are doing it more in person. So I got some Dwarven Forge for it. I'm very excited to use it.
Sweet. And Randall might be the only person that plays more D&D than I do that I know right now. Play a lot, right? How many games a week, Randall? Be honest.
About 5 or 6.
That's crazy.
All running the games. I play maybe once or twice a month as a player. But yeah, right. I run about 5 or 6 games a week.
Sweet.
Wow. A lot of D&D.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. But we are so happy that we could get the schedules to align and get everybody back for this chapter, and then the new people back or to this chapter for the first time. So what about the two of you, Dexter and John? What are you looking forward to in the spring? Thought I was going to get you off the hook. You just wasn't going to give you this question. Come on
I
now.
was. I've kind of figured that considering you had one question for us, one question for them. I was like, oh, perfect. Anyway, I guess what
What do
I'm
you,
looking forward to is a little bit more of that sun because up here at school we've had pretty much just clouds. Actually, the most snow I've ever seen here. So that was a crazy winter. I think it was like that for everyone in New York this time. But yeah, looking forward to a little more sun. I saw the sun for the first time, I think, a couple weeks ago, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what that looked like. Oh yeah.
yeah.
So that'll be good.
If you want to know where Dexter is, you just think about like in Game of Thrones, the Wall. Basically Dexter is that region. Okay,
Yeah,
of New
pretty
York.
much. Pretty
You are at
much.
the
Buffalo?
Wall. Okay.
No, that's west. Think north.
Yeah. North as you can go. All right. We'll
Maine?
leave it at that. What'd you say? Maine? It's in New York though.
Well,
Yeah,
Maine,
you
New
know,
York.
Maine, New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Copenhagen, New York.
It's part of
There
the
you go.
central area of New York.
Yeah.
so
They call
Ontario?
Wait, don't they call it Greater New York up there? They do call it that. Greater. Like they're better than us.
The North Country. That's
Oh, do
that's
they?
what they call it. Yeah.
All right,
The
well,
North Country.
Up
What about you,
above
John?
the Adirondacks.
Well, Dexter, I feel you. As someone who also went to college in upstate New York, you don't see sun for 9 months out of the year. It's just gray. So I feel your pain. Years of therapy helped me. You're good. You'll figure it out. As someone who is no longer, college age, but still has spring break, I love it. I'm actually going down to Miami, but not for any fun spring break shenanigans. I'm going to visit a brand new baby niece who was just born in like 2 months ago. So go do some family time. But I did rent the part of being a little older. I did get myself a nice convertible to get to drive in
Oh.
Miami. So
Look
I'll
at
be having
you.
my own spring fun down there. Probably complaining about how it's too hot.
It's too hot.
Because I agree with Randall. I definitely like the cold temperatures.
Mhm.
But when in Rome,
Yeah. When in Rome.
Specifically,
When in
Rome, New York.
Rome, New York.
no, that's cold. That's great temperature.
All right.
Mm.
So, are we ready to play some D&D? Randall's like, not again. Please. Please, no.
Well, this is actually we're gonna play Blades in the Dark tonight.
Oh.
I'll be your DM. So
Imagine if I threw you all off and we played something totally different.
Same characters, different game.
Different
It's just
game.
chess.
Just chess. All right. Here we are. We're going to start somewhere different. Okay? Somewhere different than the previous chapters started off. We're not going to start at the Sanctum. We're not going to start at the Wizards 3. We're starting in a far and distant land. A land of war. A land of magic. And a land of dragons. John. Sasori's eyes open up and you see your companion, your long-time companion, Mohag, next to you. Mohag is a little groggy. He's looking for his axe. He can't find it. The earth around you is muddy and battle-torn. You can see and hear, at least, the howls of the wind carrying the distant beat of drums and dragons' wings. You looked above you and you saw the silhouette of some great massive creature flying through the sky. This is similar, like I said, the description that I gave you at the end of In Search of the Unknown. Beyond you, you see some rolling hills. You crawl up the muddy hill with Mohag at your side. You could see in the distance a fortress looming, jagged spires cutting into the twilight. From here, everything looks a little bit serene. There was a battle at some point, but it's eerily silent. The only thing you can really hear, like I said, are those dragon wings overhead. And then you spot it. Some army in the distance moving away from you. There are bodies all over the battlefield. You're kind of like on the fringe of everything, looking on it from this hill. And you can see a small, stout, maybe not small, but a stout, dwarven figure stepping from among the bodies. Dexter, would you describe your character, and then John will have you describe what you look like to him.
As he just said, you see a stout, maybe larger than most dwarven-looking fellow with a long black beard, long black hair. Appears to be a little bit red, maybe a little bit tan, been out in the sun more than he is used to. And on his back, a great sword in his hands, an axe and shield.
And Dexter, Vogos looks up, and you notice there are two individuals. They're alive. You're scattered amongst dead bodies, looking for maybe there was somebody, survivors or notable items to pillage. You look up and you see there's two characters looking at you. They're confused. They look confused, actually. You can tell that even from this distance. They're just standing there. They'd clearly be targets if Soth's forces turned back. What do you do?
I approach them.
As you approach, go ahead.
Well, as I approach, I then call out, but not yell, as not to raise attention. What are you doing here? You're gonna get yourselves killed.
Ah!
And John, describe your character to the group.
My character is a half-elf who is dressed in black cloaks, carrying a dagger and a long sword, and pretty clean-shaven, maybe with a very small little goatee. I imagine a very Inigo Montoya-looking character.
And Mohag, I'll describe him as well. Mohag is a human. He's standing beside the half-elf, probably just a maybe half a foot taller. He also looks like he's rather strong, Vogos. He seems to have a greater focus for, weaponry, a fighting man, so to speak. He is wearing medium-style armor, like scale mail, and he carries a great axe in his hand. He looks like he's white-knuckling it. He seems rather confused, afraid. He doesn't have the nerve that you can tell that you do. You also can tell that he cares a lot about his appearance, even though he's like spattered with mud at this point. He does have a style to him all his own. His clothes have a flair to them, and he also has a glorious mullet that he clearly takes a lot of time to work on every day. Okay. All right. So that's what you see before you, and the dwarf just called out, John. You're going to get yourselves killed. What do you say?
I crouch down and put my hand near my dagger, but don't draw it. And I say, "Why am I going to die if you are out here? Are you the danger?"
Not me. Do you not see that army behind us? Soth could come back.
I turn around and I see the army and I go, "Shall we go after them? Where am I?"
Decision.
You seem quite nice and wise. Are you up for a duel?
Absolutely not.
Mohag's like, wait, I don't even know where we are. Where is this? 1 minute, we're in Quasqueton, and now we're here. Who are you?
I guess I should have introduced myself first. I'm Vogos. Vogos Ironwall. And this is Krynn.
Krynn. Tesori, you know where Krynn is?
No. What's Krynn? Is that some kind of food?
It's the land you're stepping on.
Oh,
And currently mainly under siege by those armies you see before you and their leader, Soth. It's best to avoid them if you want to survive.
well,
We'll
if
avoid
Sock
him.
is a bad guy, maybe that's someone we should be looking to overthrow.
He's too powerful for one person to defeat.
And he's got an army. You see it? An army. Look, my name is Mohag the Great, but you can call me Mohag the Great. And he extends a hand towards you.
I look him up and down and I say, all right, Mohag.
You shake his hand?
Yep.
Nice. He's got a strong handshake, definitely. You can tell he's proficient with his axe he's got there. And he said, this is Sisori.
Sisori.
Pleased to meet you. I tip my my hood towards you. Don't let this guy let you on. He's not as smart as he sounds and not as strong as he looks. Isn't that right, man bun?
He says, I wish I had my man bun right now. He's like, grabs that clump of hair in the back. He's like, but we should get out of here. I don't want to face this guy, Lord Soth.
No, we gotta wait for the others. They must be here soon. We could do nothing without the others.
The others?
Well,
Yeah.
of course. We're part of a band of merry men, as it
Mhm.
were.
We're the Char Coalition.
We were just, the most valuable currency where we come from is charcoal. So, we've named ourselves the Char Coalition.
Wait. Where are you from?
We're from the Keep on the Borderlands. Duh.
Only the most dangerous place in all the land, where all
We're
the greatest
from-
warriors go,
Right. We're the protectors of the Keep.
fighting against Nylissa and her army of chaos.
Mhm.
Is that right, Mohag? Was that her name, Nylissa?
I don't know. You have to ask Barrick.
Okay. We should just wait for Barrick. He knows all the answers. I just do the stabby stuff. I mean, Barrick does all the talking.
Barrick's
Praying.
he's our priestly follower of Hyperius.
And there's the little guy. He's always really funny. I like him. He does all the fire stuff too.
By the way, none of these gods, names, and places ring a bell at all from your land or Krynn.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, they mean nothing to you. None.
Well,
Randall's like,
then
I know these places. I know these gods.
Well, in that case, I then say to them, I think I know what happened here. Quickly, follow me as we talk. And then I walk in the direction that we are supposed to be going. I don't know, left, backwards, whichever one.
to the tree.
Yeah, I'm going to the tree.
All right, you're going to the tree.
As
Mohag will say that. He says, where are we going?
We're going to a place called the Palon Tree.
Elon tree. I like it. Are you in Sisori?
Hey, I like the cut of this guy's jib. Yeah, let's follow him. I don't always do the leading stuff, but this guy probably tell me somewhere I can fight.
Let's do it. All right, so the two of you follow this dwarf across the war-torn battlefield towards the direction of this Halon tree. But now,
Before
Oh,
we
go ahead.
leave, I
Yeah,
do just
yeah.
take out my dagger, and in the ground, I carve a little message to Hieronymus or to Barrick, and I say, Sisori was here, and I draw like a little, think of my nose over a wall, but I have an arm pointing in the direction we're walking.
Mhm.
So, kind of like one of those World War, yeah. Sisori
okay,
was
so you
here,
leave basically thieves' cant in the mud.
pretty much.
Okay, great. Excellent. All right. Randall. Randall.
Yes. I'd
You're a-
prefer if you only refer to me by my character name, though. I'm going method.
Are you?
Daniel Day Randall over here.
Daniel Day Randall.
Daniel Day. That's good.
Never mind.
Well-
That's turned me away from it.
Sorry, I apologize.
I don't know. There was like a ring to it. Daniel D. Randall.
Daniel Day Randall. Well, Randall, this is the last time I'll call you because Quinton is in the. You're in the sanctum. You're in Illustrial's private sanctum, like we left you in chapter 1. The plan was to leave very soon to try to get everybody to their positions so that we can thwart Vecna's plan. However, before you go into the teleportarium and Illustrial sends you off to where you need to go, while the others are preparing their journey and being prepped by Mordenkainen, Tasha wants a private word with you.
Of course. I arrived promptly.
She's still lying in bed. She's much weakened from all of her divination, trying to discern where the rod pieces are. You can see candlelight flickering in her room. She seems bothered by the bright light, so it's pretty dim. And as the light flickers, you can almost see like it creates that shadow of Zybilna behind her. So feel almost, even though it's dark and almost eerie in this room, a sense of home and the form that you're more used to seeing is there. And she says to you in a hushed tone, Quinton, I don't know how to say this, but you know I don't usually deal in warnings. But this time I need you to listen. The rod, it's not just a simple item or bauble. There are forces at play here, waiting, watching. The more who know, the more risk we take. Her gaze kind of looks right at your eyes. What do you say?
So, what I'm understanding is you would like us to keep this quest to just the few of us here and involve absolutely no one else on our journey.
Ideally, yes.
Very well.
I know that it's going to be hard for you to keep this from Siggy and Rowan, but if we want to keep them safe, they can't follow you back here. They can't follow you back to this fight. Not now, maybe not ever. The road ahead is unclear, and I fear what will happen if they step too far.
I agree, for vastly different reasons, I'm sure you can imagine. I want Siggy and Rowan far from this fight. Though I want to make sure that they haven't gotten themselves into one just as grave.
They'll have their moments to be heroes. Krynn is a land that desperately needs them. That's why I sent them there in the first place, but I think this needs to be our secret. And I hope that the others in this cohort, and she refers to the people downstairs who are prepping, that they don't overshare with other creatures across the multiverse. It may make all of these missions much more difficult. And she strains as she grabs at her side, her chest.
As you bid, milady. Given that I could not reveal this truth, and you seem to know more of why Rowan and Siggy went to Krynn, is there anything that you can tell me that may allow for a more feasible lie?
She says, I think you're just going to have to see exactly what they're doing. Perhaps there'll be a common goal in mind that you can share. Don't play your hand too early.
Very well. Should I leave your name out of it entirely?
It would probably be best if you did.
Very well.
Say you came here against my wishes, if that makes it easier.
I think they'll have no problem believing that.
You're probably right. Be wary, dear Quinton. Now go.
Rest well, my lady.
She lays her head back on the pillow to rest, and you leave her room. And before you know it, it's your turn in the teleportarium. Mordenkainen and Illustrial bid you farewell. And there's only a couple of people left to go. You're kind of like third in line to go or so, something like that. And you head into a new realm. You can see the terrain once you appear in this land is different immediately, but yet, familiar to other realms you've been in. I mean, you've been in many planes of existence. But there is something
Quinton
that
does get around.
He does get around, but there is something strange here. In the sky above you, you can see that the sun is setting, and in this purple, orangey sky hang 3 moons, one red, one white, and one black.
Okay, just making sure it wasn't going to be blue.
No, one red, one white, and one black. And behind you, you can see a tall fruit tree, but it is massive. It's probably the biggest tree you've ever seen, and you have been in the Feywild, so you've seen massive trees before. This one is also like that. It's one of those like deep Feywild trees that you realize there could be a whole colony of people living in here, right? It's huge.
Mm-hmm.
But quiet. In fact, very quiet. You only hear the calling out for help from within. A small, little, high-pitched sound. Help! Help! And it travels through the big hollow in the center.
Do I recognize the voice?
You do not. You do not recognize the voice. It's nothing familiar to you. But then quiet, and then you hear the sound of like tree branches snapping and wood crashing against rock. Now you look and you get close to the tree because you maybe are curious as to what's going on here, but you can see the massive tree's bark is ashen and the branches actually are leafless. It almost looks like the tree itself is in a state of decay. And I'm going to actually go to our Roll20 screen here so we can see the artwork. Let me go to...
Wow, that's one messed up tree.
You can blame CJ for probably about 60% of all the drawings.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go with some of that is Pena, though.
It is,
Like,
yeah.
the
I will
arm-
say,
yeah.
I do really like the little yin yang. It's well done.
That was me.
Oh, wow. That tree doesn't look much better.
No, it does not. Does it look felled or does it just look slanted?
Yeah, slanted.
Okay.
Like that root that's coming up, it probably was always like that. Like it certainly, though, is in a state of decay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So what do? You hear a cry for help from inside. You hear some thrashing of wood, breaking of tree branches. What do you do?
Can I see anything around the tree moving? Any movement?
Let's see. I'm going to go with no. You don't see anything from your vantage point. I'm actually going to move you to the Roll20 map so you can get a view of the land here. Jump in. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so...
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
there we go. So, Quinton,
Okay.
you are there. Yep. So you can see what looks like the big opening of the tree that you saw is right here. You're kind of within the glade of this forest here, and you can see the tree opening straight ahead. It does look like the land has some sort of elevation, and it climbs upwards towards the gnarled roots on the north eastern side of the map. And from your vantage point here, I think you can see inside, but you don't really see much, right? I don't think you see anything in here.
No, I'm assuming that the light circle is what I can actually see in terms of my dark vision or
It
lack
is 60.
thereof.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
dusk right now, so it's there's some
Okay.
light coming in, but yeah, I put you at
Gotcha.
60 feet.
I will try to stealthily move up. I'll try to move for like cover to cover,
Okay.
trying not to reveal myself.
Okay, great. Yeah, do that. And give me a stealth check, please.
Okay. That is a 16.
Very nice. Very nice. Move your token into the tree, and I'll tell you what you see. Okay, so before
I guess it
you...
would be against the wall.
Yeah, that's fine. And there are plenty of, like I said, roots and pieces of tree that have either fallen off or broken off that you could hide behind. Definitely lots of it. You can see, and actually the ledge you're kind of up against is like all interwoven roots, and there's packed dirt, so there's plenty of places to sneak around in. You can see that there's a ridge, a little elevation, about 60 feet up on the eastern half of this tree. And inside, you can see also in the center, towards the northern side, you can see that there's a large rock. It's pretty massive, actually. It's up against the hollow's northern wall, but it's kind of straight ahead of you, dead center. Your passive perception, pretty high?
Passive is it's pretty mediocre, 12.
Okay, 12. Yeah, but I think...
Where am I hearing the sound from, or am I not hearing it anymore?
Yeah, you heard the sound. It was coming from inside here. It echoed out of the tree. But you're in here, and you don't see anything that would have made it. But you do see some, what looks like maybe broken branches of tree, leaves, and like piles of sticks that look like they're splintered. Kind of like by the rock, by the boulder over here.
Okay. Not a path of them, though.
No, just almost like they landed there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to move further up to this point and then
Okay,
peek
great.
around.
Okay. While you're moving your token here, John and Dexter, I'd like your two characters to give me stealth checks too. Great. 2 13s. Perfect. And I guess I should roll for Mohag. Oh, Mohag's even better. Mohag's got a 18. So the three of you
No disadvantage
arrived.
for heavy armor?
He's not wearing heavy armor.
Sorry.
Medium. He actually maybe even suggests this with his high stealth check. You approach a tree and you heard the sound of combat. There was clearly creatures inside. Someone was in trouble, need of help. So he saw on the side there that there were roots that kind of led upwards, ascended upwards towards the backside of the tree. So the three of you climbed carefully, slowly, stealthily. You seem to go unnoticed. You're standing at what looks like 60 feet or so of elevation, and inside the hollow of the tree, you can see there's a little broken piece of bark that gives you passage into it. And inside are two treants. You can see them, plain as sight. They're moving around. They're clearly treants, and they are looking down on the ledge. They've got large pieces of the bark or the tree that they are ready to hurl down below. And give me your passive perceptions, the three of you.
12 for me.
And Vogos?
Passive perception?
Yeah.
14.
14, okay. So actually, Dexter, I think Vogos would see that there are giant spiders up top. That they're about 40 feet up, so maybe like 100 feet up in the air from the ground level, 40 feet from where you are. They're hiding up there in the upper areas of the branches that are inside the hollow. What do you do? How do you approach?
How many of them were there?
So there are two treants, and you saw two giant spiders.
What?
I'll make them all visible so you can see them now. All right, there you are.
I don't have any vision on roll 20.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Oh, yes, I remember now. Because I don't think I had you in roll 20 when I made the token. That's why. Yeah. Okay, I got you now. John should be coming in a second.
whisper
Oops.
to the group. All right, should we jump down and get those two twig-looking people?
Be careful. Do you see the spiders waiting for us to jump down?
Mohag's like, I saw them, of course. He's looking still in the wrong direction. He's like, of course I saw them.
I give you a friendly pat on the back. Oh, you have a keen eye. How do you think we should proceed? New Barrack. Who's also the other dwarf in our group, so yeah.
New Skeggy, you mean?
Oh, you're right. New Skeggy. That's what I meant.
New Skeggy.
Yeah. Sorry, Jeff. New Skeggy.
I do not know what you mean, but I suggest a more careful approach. And then I start trying to continue moving forward while keeping close to the walls of this.
Yeah, it's a big hollowed out tree, so you can like I said to Quinton, not Randall, Quinton, your characters can easily like get inside some of the walls there. They're splintered, some of it's falling off, so there's plenty of like little places to hide in here.
Yeah, I want to try and continue on while moving through more of the shadowy and splintery hidey hole.
Good.
Whatever.
Move your characters, move your tokens, and you get the sense. I mean, again, they're not reacting, so either they don't realize you're there, or they do, and they're just being real clever about it.
Move them into the big room?
Yeah, move them into the big room. Yep.
Sure.
So what we normally do, I tell you, when Mohag's out, is that we normally let Mohag go first and aggro everyone, and then we just come in and clean up all the damage. Typical Leroy Jenkins. He loves this game.
Yeah. Mohag hears you. Says, "What'd you say? Did you tell me that we should do something?"
Yeah, how strong and mighty you are, Mohag.
That's true.
You typically run in first and kill everyone. I don't even get a chance to do anything. You're so strong.
You are right. You're right.
Just jump down. They're a bunch of trees. Come on.
Yeah.
You have an axe beach tree. I read this book somewhere.
I think you're right.
It was a picture book. I didn't really see the words, but whatever.
Give me a persuasion check, John.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's not. We can keep the roll. It should be a +5, not a +2. So yeah.
What's the total?
Anyway, so it's 11.
Okay. Well, Mohag's insight's not that great. Let's see. Yeah, he's like, you know what? You're right. I could handle this. New Skeggy, back me up.
I'm just. Oh, brother. Before you go charging in, let me try and get a sneak up on this spider close to us.
Okay.
When I attack, that'll be the signal.
Okay, great. I'm down. Let's do it.
Are we gonna do the sneaky stabby? Can I do the sneaky stabby with you? I'm very good at the sneaky stabby. Or the stabby sneaky, whichever order you want.
Do you have a range weapon? Because the spider is 40 feet up from where you are.
I could. So I guess I'll pull out a...
Please be a slingshot.
I have a dagger to throw.
No, I have some type of throwable spear-like javelin.
You have a javelin. Okay.
Or a
if I'm not
hand
I was gonna say, if I'm not mistaken, though, I think the javelin does have a limited range, though.
Yeah, let's go with the hand axe.
That also is limited. All thrown weapons are relatively limited.
My dagger's
I think I'd have disadvantage, or
2060.
Yeah,
it's 2060, so you'd have disadvantage. Yeah, you could do it though. Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, great. So now, Randall, your passive perception was a 12, correct?
Sure was.
So they rolled 13, 13, 18. So you don't hear anything above. that ridge. It's in fact you look up and it's completely clear. Quinton doesn't see anything threatening from up above, but you feel like the sound came from deeper within, like that rock, that boulder must have been where the sound came from.
Okay. I can see that it is a ridge that overlooks this, though, correct? That I can
100%, and you don't know what's beyond it. 100%.
Okay. I'm not digging going out into the open, very exposed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my drift globe, and I'm going to, kind of like I'm bowling, just start to roll it. And once it is about 15 feet from me, I'll speak the command word to have it activate and cast light.
Okay.
And hope that it can keep going and sort of spread out down there.
Okay.
But once it's away from me.
All right, so just tell me where you exactly want it, and I'll...
I'm going to try... I want to try to roll it as close to here as I can.
Sure. Why don't you just give me a range attack or some sort of equal dexterity skill?
Sure. Bowling's probably sleight of hand, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do a sleight of hand then. It's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
That's what I crit on. It's now canon. Quinton is an expert bowler.
You could have hit
Let's
a
go.
split. You could have hit a what is it, 210 split? Is that what it is? Whatever that's bowling term.
I think that's actually the bad one, I believe.
Oh,
No, I meant that you could have like
I could have
knocked him-
got. Oh, I
Yeah.
understand what you mean. Yeah.
you could have hit that. Like, you could
Yeah.
have even knocked that down. Precision. Bocce is clearly a skill you have. So you throw the globe.
That actually makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Bocce.
Yeah. Quinton definitely plays bocce.
Yeah. It's the national sport of the Feywild.
It is.
All right, I'm going to put another Quinton there so you'll see the light. Okay, so there's another Quinton. The one with the we'll put a little gold dot on you. That's where you are. Okay, that's where the globe is.
Okay.
When you do
I'm
this,
gonna just take a few steps back and
Sure.
just see if there's any reaction to the light in the area.
yeah. So you throw the globe and it glows, illuminates. There's no, like, the area doesn't change or anything like that, but you can see the rock now clearly. It looks as though there is a small, tiny little hole, just like dug out from the side of the rock, just to the side of it, on the southern western edge of the rock. I mean, this rock's pretty big. I mean, it's a boulder. It's, looks like it's almost like 20 by 20 feet. So you can see it's tiny. You couldn't even fit down that. The globe gets maybe within like 5 feet of it. And then almost as it comes to a stop, you can see webbing flying down, trying to hit the globe, maybe close to it. Some of the webbing gets on it, and it reveals the spiders from up above as they start to move out into the vantage
balls.
point. All right, but they don't see you. They are really.
I was
they're
gonna
really
say
intent.
one. I thought that one was appearing directly next to me. So
It looks very close.
It does look close. No, he's actually 60 feet up from you, and he's more his attention is on the globe itself. So he's like moving to get a vantage point on the globe, but he's like on the ceiling of this, the treetops here. So he's not near
Gotcha.
you. Actually, he's more than 6. He's like 100 feet above you, so it's far. But we're gonna go into combat.
The
here.
ledge is the thing that's 60 feet up.
The ledge is 60, and they're
Gotcha.
40 above that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But we're going to go into combat here as Vogos and those guys had surprise because you snuck up on everybody. Their passive perceptions weren't good enough, so you guys get to go first in the surprise round. Everybody roll initiative, even Joey.
Ooh.
You're the spiders, aren't you?
I am.
God damn it! Even when I improve my dex, I still roll garbage on initiative.
Yeah. All right, so I see Sasori at 17. I see Joey at 14.
I rolled a 5. I got
That's
14.
amazing, actually. I see Vogos 19 standing out here.
Oh yeah.
And
I
Randall,
was the
what
one
was
that
your 8?
was able to spot out the spiders. It only makes sense.
That's true. Quinton at 8. And we'll do Mohag and the enemies. Mohag is going to be at a 10. And the enemies are... Let's see here. Okay. Going slow here. Let's do it. Vogos, you go first. You, Sasori, and Mohag go first anyway, because this is a surprise round. We'll start and we'll change the music. You can start your turn.
Okay. They're still very far from me, but they start coming down. Are they closer to me now or no?
They haven't like actually gotten a chance to move. I just narratively they're shooting their webs at the drift globe down there.
Okay, sounds good. So if I was gonna throw my hand axe at one of them, doing it with disadvantage, do I just do it twice, or is there a certain way to? I don't know.
Well, do you have multiple? You might say you have multiple hand axes. You do have 2 attacks, so if you have 2, let's say, you could throw 2.
Right. I just meant if it's further than 20 feet, right? I have disadvantage or no?
Yes, correct. Yeah,
Yes.
for both
So
attacks, I would have disadvantage.
Yeah. So this is my first attack at the closer spider.
Okay.
So 14.
All right, 14. That is going to be a hit.
Oh. Okay. And then see what happens there. Oh. Wow. 10.
10 damage. Nice, not bad.
I am surprised.
Closer spider takes 10 right off the bat. Next attack, you rolled a... Oh, no, you didn't roll yet. Next attack?
No. Yeah, next attack will go... Oh, there. Oh, let's see. 10?
10 does not hit.
All right.
Yeah.
And I believe I'm out of hand axe.
Yeah, your hand axes will fall to the ground once the, that one missed. It'll land still on this ledge here, but you can get your axes back if you choose to on the next turn. Do you want to stay where you're at, or are you moving?
If I can duck into a little crevice, maybe
Go ahead.
Maybe like there.
Sure. You're not hidden anymore, but yeah, you can move there.
Or okay, if I'm not hidden anymore.
Yeah, you attack, so you're not hidden.
Yeah, I guess I'll go after this spider, make it come down towards me.
Okay, cool. Closer. All right, let's.
I'm just imagining I see these like webs shooting in front of me, and then I just all of a sudden, way behind me, see a hand axe like land like 60 feet in the other direction.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, one of them hit.
Yeah,
the spider screeches in
spider's
pain. All right, let's go to Sasori.
All right, so how much elevation do I have to deal with here, or can I just get to this spider?
I don't care about the Pythagorean theorem here. You could just, if you're within range of it, diagonally, you can hit it.
Cool. So, well, no, I'm going to try to move towards it. You're saying it's 60 feet in the air still?
Well, from you, it's 40 feet in the air. From Randall, it's 100 feet in the air. Quinton, I should say. And then, if you what are you attacking with? The dagger?
Well, that's what I was trying to decide which weapon to use.
Yeah. So if you have something that's got a longer range, like a bow or something like that, yeah, of course, that'd be better. But if you wanted to attack it, you could attack it from where you are at disadvantage.
All right. So I'm going to move. Well, maybe not exactly there, but yeah, halfway. I need to be away from everyone. So I'm going to move into that space that's messing up my light. So I'm 5 feet away from everyone, and I'm going to throw a dagger.
Okay.
With disadvantage. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll connect.
So that is 17 total damage. I get to apply my sneak attack as a swashbuckler.
Sweet. So that'll be enough to actually down the spider. The spider's body falls to the ground once the dagger hits its center eyes. 8. How many eyes did the spider have? It's a lot, right?
8.
8? Is that? It just makes sense.
8 of everything.
It should be a different number just for fun.
8 of everything.
Just for fun.
Joey. Yeah. Even when you didn't think it would. It's everything.
Joey, you had to do that. Now you got that stuck in my head.
What? Is this the 8 testicle?
8.
Sure, I was thinking of a different part of the anatomy, but yes, sure. 8 testicles.
8
so
fingers.
is it not 16? Is it not 16 testes, Joey?
No.
Are we far enough
not.
in the stream here that we're not going to get demonetized?
Only 8 of everything.
Yeah, but if you're meant to have 2, so
And it
All
has
And that's the stream, guys.
4 pairs.
I could tell this chapter is going somewhere. I could tell. This chapter.
Can I level up so I can get plane shift and go back home?
chat, we need to know how many
No, we do not need to know.
how many eyes does a spider have?
We're going to go with 8. It gets hit between the 8 eyes, and all 8 eyes close at the same time. And it falls to the ground, and all the weapons that you've thrown at it are now accessible.
Okay,
So-
it actually is 8 eyes. It actually,
wow.
Yeah, I wasn't just guessing.
He thought you had no idea.
So I'm gonna bonus action to bring us back. I'm gonna bonus action hide again. Well, I guess I haven't come out of hiding. So I'm gonna bonus action.
You attacked.
Yeah,
You're
I'm gonna bonus action dash. I want to get away from the other 2 people here. So this is the higher up platform. I'm gonna move across.
Okay. Mohag will go. He screams at the top of his lungs, rushes in with his battle axe, his great axe, towards this tree here. I marked them one pink, and the other I should mark something different. We'll go gold here. Now we'll go yellow. Yellow. So there's a pink one and a yellow one. He rushes towards the yellow one and smacks at it with his axe. The Ent is surprised, didn't know that you guys were behind him, slowly lumbers around to see this axe flying in his face. His first attack is a miss with a terrible roll. And then another terrible roll, nat 1. Mohag is a little off. Still has some plane shift sickness. He doesn't know what's wrong. He's like, it should have been struck true, Sasori. I swear. And he's going to end his turn there. But he's going to take that yellow treant head on. All right, that's the end of the surprise round. We actually go back to the top here. Vogos, Sasori, and then Joey. Prepare yourself, okay? So, Vogos.
Yep. I will move. Well, this might be silly, but do I think that these treants are just protecting the tree, or do I think that they are also like sick in the same way that the tree is, and they will definitely attack us no matter what?
You know, I don't know that you would be able to discern that. If you would like to take like the insight check right now and analyze the situation, maybe you could, but that would be the action.
Yeah. All right. In that case, I'll just
kill him.
Listen, a simple, direct approach, often the easiest. So we'll make our way over.
Oh, these poor Ents.
We'll make our way over.
I don't think the answer is going to be the one certain.
Well,
Let's see.
just see about that. We'll
You
As
drawing
a
a new weapon here?
Yeah.
What are you drawing?
Bringing back the battle axe.
Battle axe. Go for it.
And is that a bonus action? Taking that out?
No,
Or-
free to draw a weapon. Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'll enter. You know what? I might need to do more of that. I'll just attack.
Fair enough.
Okay. Whoop. Hold on. I think we
Nice.
rolled twice.
2 hits.
By accident.
Well, you have 2 attacks, so you're good.
Oh, okay. So 2 hits.
Yep.
And then that should be the first one. I don't know why there was a D10 roll.
Because it gives you one-handed or two-handed, so it looks like...
Luckily the one-handed is better.
Yeah, because I think you're holding a shield as well, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
So we will go with that, which is 12 damage, and then we'll bring it up with an additional not as good 5 damage. So 17 in total.
17. Great. 17 into the yellow. Perfect. And
Yep.
this is an axe, correct?
It is.
Yeah. Oh,
This is
he's
a
like,
battle
oh, the axe, no! In his deep, tree-like voice, his little tree beard voice. We go to Sasori with Joey on deck.
All right, I'm going to join the fray and attack this same person. Do not hurt my friends. And I'll come on in and I'm going to draw my dagger of venom and my longsword. I'll attack with my longsword first.
The idea of yelling "Do not hurt my friends" at a tree that has not moved is very funny to me.
I love it.
Oh, man.
All right.
Listen,
Nah.
sometimes you get the brains of the operation, sometimes you get the brawn.
Sometimes you get Sasori. You got to pick one or the other.
Oh,
21 hits.
Yes, it does.
5 slashing damage.
Sick. No
And-
sneak attack?
Well, I'm going to use it on my next attack. Well, I
Oh,
guess
right,
that hit.
yeah.
Might as well use it there. Sure.
Okay.
Was
Can
that
it be
not-
used on this? Is this a longsword? Because you can only use it on the finesse weapon, right?
You're right. It's got to be on the dagger. That's why I was waiting.
Okay. Go for it.
Ooh, 9.
9. Okay. Okay.
Is that
And,
a no?
No, 9 does not hit. No.
Okay.
That's not the damage. That's 9, right? Yeah, 9 to hit. Yeah.
That's a
but
9-2 hit. Correct.
Right. The dagger does miss with the offhand attack here. The regular damage does go through because the longsword is slashing.
And magical.
Oh,
Or it's
right.
a plus,
Yeah.
It's a +2 longsword. Yeah.
That is right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's go to. Oh, you can move and do your bonus action or whatever. Oh, wait. That was your bonus action, wasn't it? The offhand?
Correct.
Right,
No, I
so-
have a dual wielder feat.
Oh, and you could use it as part of your attack. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'll double
Okay.
check that. But regardless, I'm
Double-check
not
that.
moving. Yeah.
Double check that. Okay. All right. So then we go to Joey's turn. Joey, you are right now hiding underground underneath this giant boulder. Your friend, the Kender, Riffle, looks at you. Now, Riffle is this always cheery disposition sort of guy. He's this Kenders, for those of you who don't know, they're like halflings. They're the Dragonlance version of halflings. They're tiny little people. They are in their lore, they actually are very much kleptomaniacs. But Riffle has a good control over his. Well, maybe sometimes. But he looks to you and he's frightened. He's terrified because as you came into the Palon tree, you were driven underground by these tree ants and their spiders, and you know that it's just a matter of time before they wait you out. But then all of a sudden, you saw a light peering in through the little tiny hole that you snuck in, and Riffle turns around and looks at you and says, "I think there's a battle, Rowan. I think there's a battle. Did you hear me?"
Yes, and I'm like frantically sort of looking for all the food that I have. Hey, Riffle, did I don't want to be accusatory or anything, but did you steal my snacks?
He says, not right now. We can't talk about this. There's a battle going on up there. And look, grab what you can. Grab the palon fruit that's on the floor. I know it's rotten, but we gotta go. We gotta get out of here while they're distracted. And Joey, can you just describe Rowan a little bit to us? Obviously, well, I'll let you describe him. Go ahead.
It's very, very Peter Pan-esque. He's wearing some leather armor. It's like a little some studs on it. Some call it a studded leather. He's kind of small.
So wait, are you actually wearing studded leather?
Yeah. So is that wrong? All right.
Are you wearing studded leather or leather?
Studded leather.
Leather with studs. Got it. Go ahead.
He's got his he's a fairy. He's on the smaller side. He's older than how he was first introduced. Now he's sort of caught up with Siggy's age. And right now he's looking a little disheveled because he had to hide from giant spiders and tree ants with a kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
Though
you do know and trust Riffle. He's been a friend.
I do, yes. I do treat him as a friend, but still, what can I say?
And I'm going to put your tokens on the board too, Joe. You can continue talking about. I'm just going to put your tokens on the board.
Do I notice Quinton?
No, because the vantage point you're at, you really only see the globe there, and it's actually bright, so it's kind of blocking your sight. It's right in the middle of that hole there.
All right. Since I don't recognize any of these people fighting these tree ants,
you just hear the sound. Actually, I would say you don't even really know what's going on. But
okay,
can I show you Riffle's token, because I think his art is hilarious.
Yeah, show me. I'm looking at the. Wait, is that?
That's Riffle. That's Riffle. Yeah. He's a happy Kender. He's a happy Kender. He's got this bright yellow cloak, and he's all everything's great all the time, except for right now.
This is adorable. All right, Riffle. We should probably get out of here, right?
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
All right. I pick him up by his like armpits, and I try and fly away.
Okay, so I'll let you. The ground beneath you is the chamber that you were in. Actually, is this like tangled root anchored subterranean chamber. There were rinds of rotten palon fruit littering the floor. You picked up whatever you could, but most of it was kind of gross. And you start to head out of the little tunnel there. It's maybe like 10 feet deep. No, maybe we're like 15 feet deep. So you have 15 more feet from the hole if you can move your token.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I so 1, 2, 3. Right? Was that?
Yep.
Is that here?
And that's one move. Yep. And if you want to move again, you can.
Yeah, I want to. I do want to move again. I'm trying to see what exactly is going on. Can I spend like a bonus action to hide?
You can, right? Because you have that feature, right?
Yeah. Wait, do I only move another 3 squares, or do I move 6 squares?
No, you can move 6 now. But I would actually just say if you wanted to hide, you'd have to go right up against the wall here, because you can, from your angle, see the tree ants and the giant spiders and stuff like that. You could tell they're in combat with some force. You don't know what it is. Now, as you get towards the center and your vision is not blurred by the light, you see almost an illusion before you. It must be. It's your adopted father.
Quinton?
No, the other one.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with.
He's like, Quinton? Who's Quinton?
Quinton?
Owen?
Quinton!
No, Riffle.
No, Riffle. Quinton.
Oh,
The
he's
fuck's a
talking to
riffle?
you. Riffle. That's me.
Quinton! No, Rowan! Quinton! It's Rowan!
All right, keep your voice down.
Quinton!
Everybody here is shouting from down there as well. The tree ants look down, the giant spider looks down, and the rest of the 3 of you can hear, obviously, voices coming from down below.
I think that was my turn, right?
Yeah, give me a stealth check, Joe, and we'll see if you can stay hidden on the under the ledge there.
Boom. All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
How big you are? Ooh, 16.
16. Very nice. Very nice.
I rolled a 3.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Mohag goes with his 2 attacks. One is certainly going to hit. The other is going to miss. He rolls his attack damage, and he rolls a 1. Oh, my God. All right. Well,
wait. No, I rolled 10. Oh.
I'm talking about
You have,
Mohag.
you have reliable talent, so it auto goes up to 10.
Yeah, because you're a rogue. You chose that, right? You chose stealth?
It was thief.
Yeah, and you chose... Oh, it gives you stealth automatically? You don't choose?
I took expertise in stealth.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you have a high stealth. Very nice. 23. Very nice. Okay, so Mohag goes. He's done. And he says, "Who's that down there?" And he runs to the other side, staying within range to see over to the edge. And he says, "Oh, there's more people down there. Hey, how's it going?"
Hi.
Shut up!
Hi.
Hey, so sorry. There's 3. Count them, 3 people down here.
How do you know my name?
Mohag? It's Mohag. Come on.
Oh, I
For the
couldn't
base?
see you.
No, it's Riffle. Riffle.
The voice was confusing.
Riffle. It's Riffle.
I pet him.
Bob, how come you insist on playing multiple NPCs every time? You just want
Every
to
time.
have more fun than all of us. If I only
Every
get to
time.
play one character, you get to play 7?
Don't tempt him.
Wait till you hear the spider voice. Let's keep going.
Oh boy.
Quinton is up.
Oh, I am. I thought there were so many people in front of me still. I mean, I'm definitely going to come out seeing Rowan. I'm just gonna look at the Kender and just, where's Siggy? Where's Star?
Can I talk?
Quickly,
Um,
like short, what you would respond, in a combat.
I'm so sorry. What exactly would my character know of Siggy's, like,
Well, she's in trouble for sure.
yeah, I pretty much just say, like, Siggy's in trouble! You have to help!
Is she here?
Is that a yes?
No. Oh, he didn't read his email. I could tell.
Not a Hold on. I just for the audience here.
Hey, Bob, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave for a few minutes. You're just playing by yourself here. I'll be right back.
Bob began the stream being like, "All right, I don't want anyone to feel bad if they have any questions about what they're going." Immediately, go busting my I'm like, "Oh,
Hey,
cool! Like, I don't have to do that."
Hey, Joey, what's family for?
Exactly.
And
True.
That's
To
good.
be fair, I think I'm gonna try to give Bob some credit. I think he was referring to, don't worry if you forgot things from the campaign, not from the email I sent you yesterday.
It too, Quinton.
listen,
Hey, would you like some help with those daggers from the back?
Oh.
I could use a couple daggers to replenish my thrown daggers.
I have two, but to just
Oh,
use
man.
them.
Too funny. Too good.
All right. Well, seeing that there is a clear response of no, I'm going to say, all right, make for that way. I don't know who the fuck that is up there, but they're not your sister and they're not us. So fuck them. And I'm going to go the other direction,
Sure.
past them.
Yep.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to. Do I see anything being? What am I? 30 feet. I'm 30 feet away from the ledge. Do I see the tree ents at this point?
You do. Yep. And I think I took the lighting
Okay.
off so you could see it. Right.
I can see them slightly.
Yeah.
It's still like dim, so I wasn't sure if that was just Roll20 allowing me to see things I'm not supposed to. So okay, cool. Yeah, I'm going to 30 is my movement, right? Yeah, I'm going to go to there, and I'm going to use an action to just go grab my drift globe and put it into my pocket so that it's behind something opaque and the light goes out.
Okay, great. You can pick up the drift globe. It goes out. It's dark again in this bottom chamber. The only light source would probably be, let's see. Yeah, at this point, honestly, it's actually becomes very dark because it was dusk when you came in here. Now a few minutes have passed. The sun has set even more. It's pretty dark. Even up top, where there might be some more sunlight, Mohag is now having a hard time seeing.
Okay. Yeah. That is, I think, my turn. I'm not going to try to draw any more attention to myself, so I'm not going to do a bardic, so that's my turn.
Okay, great.
I used my dash, so that's why I moved back a little bit as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, perfect. All right. The trees go. All right, we're going to do a slam into Sasori.
With that tree? The yellow
Yep,
one?
the yellow tree, yep. Sasori, does a 29 hit you? 14 damage.
I'll have to
Sorry.
check. Oh, yes, I suppose it does.
If I have a reaction, is that before your attack or after your attack?
It depends on what it is.
When a creature within 5 feet of you, Sentinel.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's if they move out of your range.
No,
Then
no,
you
no,
get-
not the regular not the regular just stabby stab. If a creature attacks somebody else
Oh,
besides me, I can attack.
then yeah, go for it.
Okay.
They go first, and then you go after them.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
to
let
finish
me-
their turn, then I'm going to use my reaction.
Well, not
do
their
un-
turn. Hold on, no, they don't finish their turn. It's just the thing that happened. So the attack went off, hit, did damage. If you want to react to it, you can, Vogos, and then Sasori, you could also react too.
Okay, cool.
Me?
Vogos.
Alrighty. 12.
29. Sorry, not 29. 12.
I wish it was a 29.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Well, we tried.
Yeah, and Sasori, what's your?
Uncanny dodge. I'm going to use my reaction to have the damage.
Okay, cool. You can do that. So you have the damage. It was 14. Have it to 7. The tree looks down and says, sees the light being taken away. He's going to have disadvantage on this, but he says, "Hey, leave us our prisoners." And he throws a giant tree trunk down at you, Quinton, with disadvantage, though. It's a good thing it's disadvantage because that was a critical hit. I think I still hit you, though. Do you have any reactions that you would like to use?
What did you get?
I got a critical hit, which obviously is not going to be the one I take because he's at disadvantage from the range that he's throwing at you and everything. And then the other is a hit. It's pretty high.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any reactions you would like to use?
Sorry, did you say he's throwing a log at me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I see him when he does this?
Yeah.
I would like to silvery barbs him, mostly, honestly, so that I can give Rowan advantage.
Okay. I'll roll
So
again.
he has to re-roll.
Higher.
All right. Well, that's my reaction. So,
Yeah.
but I give Rowan the advantage.
Okay.
So
Rowan, you have
on your
advantage.
next
Yeah.
whatever it is.
You take 28 bludgeoning damage as a tree trunk smashes into you.
Quinton!
I'm fine.
You got hit by a tree!
Yes, I got hit by a tree. By a tree.
You got hit by a tree with a tree.
I don't understand. He said leave. He said leave. Then he threw a branch. I'm so confused.
Leave.
I
Nice.
think
Nice pun.
Hi.
So wait, did he say don't leave with our visitors?
Prisoners.
Leave our
prisoners.
Yeah,
I
don't
heard
leave with our
visitors, and I was like, that's very confusing.
Don't leave with our prisoners. Although he might have said visitors to confuse you. You know, these
what, he was
tricksy
speaking
trees.
common when he said that?
I am just visiting.
Just visiting? He actually is speaking, he's speaking common. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
And then he's going to slam Mohag for 17. That doesn't feel too good for Mohag. And then he's going to throw another rock. This time, throw it at Quinton. The other tree. That's going to be a miss, I believe. 14.
Yeah, that's gonna miss.
He throws a tree, but this time you were ready for it, and it flies way over your head, sails over your head. And he said, the one tree says, "Horrible aim, thicket." And the other one's like, "You shut your bark, Rosentar." And these tree
Thicket's
ends
a
are
stupid
angry.
name for a massive tree.
The spider lowers a little bit more and is going to web you. Let's see here.
Me?
24.
Why is everybody coming for me now?
24 to hit.
I turned the lights out. Yeah, 24 is gonna hit.
You are restrained by the webbing. You're
Okay.
covered with this thick, goopy webbing.
Oh,
If you want to get out, it's a DC 12
Reminds
strength
me of
check to burst
college.
the webbing. Somebody else could maybe burn it or do some other type of fire damage to get you out. But it's right now you're stuck in this webbing.
please, no one set this on fire. It's all over me.
Did you say set it on fire?
Set yourself on fire, please.
I don't have fire.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, so that's the end of the spider's turn. We go to the top of the order. Vogos, Sasori on deck.
All right. I will move over. I won't move yet, actually.
Okay.
I will take a bonus action to enter into a rage. However.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And what happens when you go into a rage?
That's a good question. I do believe that I have something that says I move half of my speed as a part of entering my rage. So I guess I could do that right now if I want. Sure. So I'll move to there, I believe. And does anything else happen?
Well, the cool part is the image. Your
The image.
ancestors swirl around you.
Oh,
I don't know what the Vogos family clan looks like, but you have these spirits swirling around you, your ancestral protectors.
that's right.
One is just like clearly inbred.
There's one blonde one out of.
It's like no, it's like they're all this they're all like these regal like dwarven, and then one's just like a half elf.
That would be strange. But he's your favorite ancestor. He protects you the most. Yeah, and just mechanically, because I know it's been a while since you played here. So basically, until the next turn, any target that you attack has disadvantage on any attack roll that isn't against you. And when the target hits a creature other than you with the attack, the creature has resistance to the damage dealt by the attack. The effect on the target ends if your rage ends early.
Right. That's each turn, though, right? So it's the first creature you hit with an attack has disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I think I'll attack the yellow one
Up here.
first, just because.
Right, he's got access to attack both. Yeah.
That was a little bit worrying. So we'll go for that. Oh my god. We're not having a good time. I don't believe that hits again. On 11.
You guys are. Yeah, you're in trouble. Randall was right.
Maybe if I give it one more good old honest try, though. 16. All right.
A 16 will hit.
Excellent, excellent. So that says 7.
Yep.
But does my rage not add 3 more to melee damage, making that 10?
It does.
Okay. So yeah, 10.
10, and it all goes through because it's slashing damage. You sense that if it was other, types of damage, it wouldn't go through entirely. Perfect. So there's your first attack, second attack, and that hits. Used your bonus action, and you moved. You're good to go.
I believe I am good to go. Yes, but it says the first creature you hit, not on your first attack. So that creature or that treant will have disadvantage on anything not against me.
Okay, I'll put the snail on him to remind me that he has to hit you, or else he's gonna have a hard time. So sorry.
I'm gonna continue to attack the guy right in front of me.
Great. And Joey, you're on deck just to give you notice.
I'll attack first with my longsword. It's a 21 to hit.
That connects.
9 slashing damage.
Nice.
With my
Magical
dagger.
weapon. Yep. That's the longsword.
Yep. No, I'm saying now with my dagger.
Oh.
23 to hit.
And it hits.
And
there's your big damage there.
it is the big damage. Does the poison go through?
It surprisingly does. I thought treants would have some sort of resistance to it, but poison's not good for any living creature, it seems. Unless you're
Wow.
a snake.
So that's 32 damage for my second attack.
Very nice, very nice. Now, just gonna have to take some of it out, though, because the dagger itself... Oh, no, it's a magical weapon. Never mind.
Magical weapon. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, actually, their resistance doesn't say to magical. It's just period bludgeoning and piercing. So I don't think the magic affects it in any different way here.
Cool.
Yeah. So I will take it out. So half of the piercing would end up being 23. So it'd be 11.
Oh, you're saying because it's piercing, even though it's magical piercing, it's still...
Right, because most resistance say bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from weapons that aren't magical. This one just says bludgeoning and piercing. So I will half that damage, which is 11 and then 10. So 21 you did.
Do I feel like it didn't quite go all the way through?
Yeah, and we're not going to retcon it from before. It's fine. We just, from now on. Yeah.
Oh, the dagger didn't actually hit anyway, first time.
Oh, true. Okay. Well, the sword. Well, it was slashing. You're right. We didn't mess
Slashing.
anything up. We didn't mess a thing up.
No.
This treant is bloodied, though.
Perfect.
That treant is bloodied, and I guess sap is oozing out of it. Other whatever trees leak is coming out of it.
Do I know if the sap is like flammable?
I think it's highly flammable, personally, in the land of Krynn.
Would I know
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. Did you read your email? No.
There is
Come on.
in paragraph 3 of appendix 6, there's an entire section on the flammability of...
Joey's like, I'm gone. We lost him.
Don't
Joey,
be
I love
such
you.
a sad sap.
I love you, Joey. I would never be upset with you for not reading an email. But, I will admit I didn't write the flammability level of the sap and Krynn in the email, so you're off the hook.
It's now in my notes, so I hope that's a precedent you're willing to stick to.
I'm willing to die on this hill.
I don't have anything that can set things on fire, but
I have a torch.
Yeah.
Can I throw a torch at one of them?
You
At the
you
floor.
could. I just don't know that that's going to do all that much damage as the torch itself, but
Addition of being set ablaze might cause them to.
well, let's do this. How about this? Yeah, I'll let you see if you can attempt to set it on fire. We'll just play it like that. They are vulnerable to fire.
Which one attacked Quinton? Was the one-
They both did, but the yellow one hit him.
All right, then I'm gonna sort of. Ooh. Should I guess I'll keep holding Rueful as I'm flying.
Yeah, he's tiny, like he's tiny. So you bring him up in the air, and he's like, wee!
5. So I guess here.
Oh
Right?
God! We're going closer to them. Oh, look! There's 3 mighty warriors. Maybe they could help us save Siggy.
That's a good point, Riffle. I don't want to... I'm, like, kind of annoyed, but, like, I don't want him to think that. Like, because I'm mostly just, like, focused on these giant... Oh, I have Fairy Fire. Does that count?
Don't mod fire.
No mod... Wait, what?
It's fairy fire. It's not fire.
Oh.
Yeah, Fairy Fire is just it lights up areas and can make things that are invisible not invisible.
So can I use a sleight of hand to, I guess, attempt to ignite this creature?
If you want, because you could fly, right? So you can go, you're 60 feet up. You can like make an attack where you try to like hit the thing with the torch, and I'll say that could potentially catch it on fire. I'll make him make a dexterity save and see if he can catch on fire.
All right. So what kind of attack? Unarmed strike or
no? Just do a weapon attack without proficiency. You're basically dropping a torch on him. So I don't know if you can do anything without proficiency. So just do a straight dex check if you'd like.
Okay. No.
Riffle's like, you smell something? Are you cooking anything?
I'm on.
You do have advantage, by the way.
Oh,
that's true.
That is true.
The silvery barbs.
Such a good spell.
19.
Oh, he's on fire.
I imagine there's like some like small flame.
It's a small flame, but the sap scorches up the side of the tree. Roll 2d6 for damage, Joey, because it is vulnerable. So we'll do no. Roll 1d6, but it doubles because it's vulnerable.
Do I get sneak attack?
No. It
You
does.
just hear Quinton. Good job. I would be proud of you if you didn't do exactly the opposite of what I just asked you to do.
You've insulted him so much, Joey glitched. Look at this.
Oh my god, we are in the Matrix.
Yeah. We are.
Sorry.
You're good. I took the damage. Very nice job. Quentin's mad at you, but it's okay.
Wait,
you never really listen.
Tell me not to sound.
I very specifically was like, go that way as fast as you can.
But he hit you. I was angry.
It's all right.
Listen, and then I guess can I take a bonus action to dash away then, or hide again?
You can disengage as a bonus action, yes. But you moved 60 feet.
Can I not dash again? I guess.
You dashed.
Yeah, so I can't do bonus action dash.
No, you actually technically had to use your bonus action dash to do this.
I see.
Mm-hmm. But it's fine. I'm sure you're going to be okay. The tree ant won't hurt you.
I see what you're saying. I have to.
Yeah. Mohag is going to go, and he's going to swing wildly at this thing. Mohag is not as fierce as and rage-filled as Vogos, but he'll do his best right now. He's going to hit twice for a total of... that'll be 19 damage. So that's pretty good on the tree that's on fire. And this tree is now in dangerous levels of being chopped down, burned to pieces. And Mohag jokes and he goes, "Hey, Sasori, maybe we'll make some charcoal out of this one, huh?"
Without Hieronymus, can we do it?
Well, this little one here provided the flame. And the other tree ant, this one who's been named Thicket, he says, "No, Rosentar, please leave my friend alone. We surrender. We surrender." And we'll go to Quinton. They
Good.
go after you.
Hold your spiders off and we'll leave.
Fine. Be gone, beast. And he throws a tree log at him.
Just fucking murders it. Good. If you didn't surrender, I was going to get you to do that anyway, so that's very helpful.
It's like a stray dog. You just go away.
So he hits once. He hits once with the tree trunk and kills it instantly.
I did say tell it to go away, but that works as well. All right, everyone who's not a tree or spider up there, if you'd like to leave, I think now is the time.
Aye.
I try and douse the flames.
Yeah, I'll help you put it out. Any enemy that yields, fair duel. Good fight, good sir. That was nice.
That's true, right?
Are we still in initiative, Bob?
Who are
If you guys are, they're surrendering. If you guys are cool with surrendering or letting them surrender.
Okay.
Hey, look, we'll surrender. You guys surrender. That's the way it'll work here.
Everyone surrenders.
I lean over to Mohag and say, "How do you tie up a tree?"
You don't.
You climb in the. You act like a nut. Oh, that's not the joke. Oh, I need help.
Oh,
Hieronymus.
I ask, before we flee, I ask the Treants, why did you attack us?
Rosentar is like healing his wounds, I guess, in some way, putting some salve or some sort of sap onto the burn marks. The other one, Thicket, looks over and he says to you all, he says, well, these invaders came here. Look at them. Thieves. Trying to steal the Palon fruit.
I was borrowing it.
Can I have gotten out of the spider? Am I still stuck in spider webs?
You are still stuck in the
I helped him out.
How do I get out of the spider webs? Is it a dex check? Strength check?
Here's what'll happen. Rowan will swoop down and cut you out.
Perfect.
The tree ends
Thank you,
will.
Rowan.
I give him a hug. I give him a big hug. Quinton,
Aw.
Yeah, hugs back.
I got put in a rock under a rock in a pit.
Yes. And then they threw one at me. It's a bad day.
The treants will make a bridge and let Sasori and Vogos and Mohag like kind of use them as a bridge down to the bottom level, and you can all now introduce yourselves and chat.
I just want to say, and I pick Riffle up. I'm like, it was all his idea.
Me? What?
Yeah. Like, yes, you stole. Say you're sorry for stealing the Palon fruit.
What is Riffle? What does Riffle look like?
He's a Kender, and they're the Dragonlance version of a halfling. They do have very similar features to a halfling, short in stature, like big feet. They do have pointed ears, though, kind of more like elf-like there. I said it before. It's one of those like old school like stereotypes of them, but they're kleptomaniacs. They kind of like how hobbits just can't like get their curiosity gets the best of them. It's kind of like that. And so.
Hobbits.
Yeah, hobbits, right? Exactly. They're all hobbits. They're all hobbits. And Kender are.
I don't think you're allowed to say that. I think that's owned by a different.
They're all
family.
halflings.
It's public
There
domain.
you go. It's been a long time.
Is the Hobbit is now?
I don't actually know. Amazon bought a ton of rights. I don't know actually if anyone owns it.
All I know is that it's a slur.
It's not though.
No. You just made it one by saying that. We're talking about fictional characters in the realm of Dungeons and Dragons, created by Gary Gygax. So,
Rowan, I told you not to say that word.
Actually, Gary Gygax did not create the Land of Dragonlance. That is
that's true.
Tracy Hickman and escaped me. The same people that made, I think, Strahd. So.
Well, Riffle, you need to apologize for stealing from the trees.
And Margaret Weiss. Sorry.
And I hold him up. I sort of shake him.
You see decayed, old, shriveled Palon fruit. They kind of look like mangoes. They fall out of his
see like some of it like sort of dripping off like the side of my.
Oh, he's got one and he's trying to eat it, but he's like, ugh, gross. These are gross. They're decayed. And he says, and I'm not just stealing them, silly. He says, we're using it to save Siggy and the rest of the wardens.
You don't know who these two are.
What was that?
Yeah. The name's Riffle. And he stands tall as he can. And he says, arms
holding
crossed.
it.
The name's Riffle.
Wait a minute. Whoever's talking.
All right. That's literally the only piece of information that you've told me that I do not care about.
And I'm a Blue Fire Warden.
Yeah.
We're getting closer. More.
You can all, I would say, noticeably see Vogos. Eyes go wide.
Yeah. I say, a Blue Fire Warden. What are you guys doing here?
Well, we're protectors of the Palon tree, of course. Well, I guess we didn't do a good job.
I was
What
gonna
kind of
say,
protector steals from its thing it's protecting?
Well, I guess I'm not really a protector per se, but we're a force of good here in Krynn, in the Dagard Mountains here.
We're in the Dagar Mountains.
Yeah, why?
Just the only place I've heard of in Krynn. So it's good to know that I'm in familiar territory.
Oh, well, where are you from? And how do you know Rowan and Siggy?
Why are you asking questions before you fully answered mine?
Yeah. Wait, actually, Riffle's. No, Riffle. He's my adoptive father.
Wait, I thought we were questioning the trees. Now we're questioning the little person?
The trees are actually, by the way, the trees, they're kind of like slowly backing away. They're like,
Yeah, I think Quinton's just like,
they're like, okay, goodbye. And they leave.
Wait, hold on. One second.
I take an opportunity attack.
No.
you get instantly killed.
I put Riffle down and I sort of fly up to one of the trees and I'm like, look, we're cool keeping things cool, but we could really use some of that Palon fruit that isn't, rotten. I'd be willing to trade for it and leave you guys alone forever. You wouldn't mind
Palon fruit is all gone.
What?
You see the tree. It suffers. Its core has been ripped out.
Wait,
By
so-
whom?
Who would do such a thing?
Riffle says, Lord Soth.
I don't like that guy.
of course.
You know of him?
I
Oh.
know of him. Everyone in Krynn knows of his name. An evil, undead being.
Ugh. Sends a chill down my spine every time I have to say his name.
Interesting. Undead. Do you know the sort?
Oh, all too well. In fact, Rowan and I, like I said, we're part of a group called the Wardens. We try to oppose his forces at every turn. Sometimes we're successful. Lately, not so much. You're going to want to talk to our leader. Let me bring you to her. In fact, we're trying to get there. Because Siggy's trapped.
What is the... You said you needed the Palon fruit for Siggy.
I was hoping
Why?
there'd be a few on the tree left because the Borthax love them.
I feel like every time you give me an answer, it just sparks new questions.
Yeah.
I'm
You
going
don't
to
know the-
assume the Borthax are bad, so I don't need you to answer that. But what is the use of the Palon fruit? Can we use something else, or is the Palon fruit the only solution here?
Well, you see, Argentia, she's our leader right now. She's trapped at Bittergrass Fen.
Argentia is trapped, or Siggy is trapped?
Siggy's with them.
Yeah.
We're all wardens. Well,
Okay.
Rowan and Siggy are honorary wardens.
Hey, what's honorary mean?
That means you're cool with us.
Oh, then yeah, we're cool. I'm honorary.
Yeah.
All right. Then these Ents do not seem to have any more Palon fruit. You've already caused quite a bit of a stir here, and I don't know who these three are, but apparently they're here now and seem relatively familiar with the land.
It's even better, though, that they're here, because maybe if all of us try to fight against the Borthax, we might have a shot, even without the Palon fruit.
Now I do actually want to know, what is a Borthax?
Yeah, and what is a Palon, and how much do I need to pay for it? And I am not familiar with this land. I have no idea who you people are. Trees can talk? What is going on?
I take
Sure, but answer my question first.
Okay, well, look, like I said, I'm Riffle. We're part of the Blue Fire Wardens.
Like the potato chips?
No, not Ruffles. You have Ruffles in your place? Where are you from?
I'm going to cast suggestion and just say, focus!
I know what class you are, okay.
He's so weak-willed, Randall, that he's going to just accept it. He doesn't even try to resist it. And he says, right, Riffle needs to stay focused. Listen, Siggy and Rowan, they came here.
Riffle, tell him what the Borthax.
Oh, sorry. I'm doing my best. This is me focused. I'm just letting you know. So anyway, the Borthax are these horrible creatures. They look like giant wolves, but they're not just wolves. Oh no. They can control the air around them, the elements. Ice appears every time they step. They could spit acid. They're real scary.
And they have lots of smoke.
They're really scary. And we were at Bittergrass Fen because we didn't know what to do because Lord Soth came here and took the core of the tree, and we tried to fight him. We did. I swear, we did. The night of blue fire happened, and it was just, look, you got to talk to Argentia. She could tell you better.
All right. Well, we need to get to Siggy. So Argentia's there. We'll talk to her then. You three, I don't know your names. You seem distracted. You seem familiar with the territory, and
I'm
the other
Mohag
one
the Great.
seems silent, so that's better than most. Would you like to accompany us so that we can actually get something done?
Well,
Yeah,
all
well,
we were
actually,
trying to get done was go home.
Yeah, we're trying to get home. We don't know where we are.
Where's home?
Deep on the Borderlands, of course, the place where all the strongest fighters are. Keeping back the Nihilissa and all the terrible creatures in the Caves of Chaos.
Yeah, the land of Ilmith.
Have you not heard? I thought they'd be writing songs about the Char Coalition by now.
Have I heard anything of Ilmith?
Never.
Okay. I think that we are in good company then if we have heroes from the great land of Ilmith.
Quinton,
you speak of songs. I as well traveled as I am, I do not know of any songs of you in particular, but I can speak to my past in writing songs. Perhaps if you were to accompany us and demonstrate the heroism of Ilmith in our endeavors, I could write a song for you, and then your name will live forever here as well.
He looks at you and he's like, Mohag's like, sounds like a pretty sweet deal. And then you can get us home, right?
Yes.
Right on. Mohag's in.
All right. Any place I can do the stabby will be fine, but you already got songs to write about. I had a tremendous day fighting these trees.
That was a minute. It was 1 minute. It was actually closer to 18 seconds, but...
Some people consider that a very long time.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I'm sure wherever you're from.
This stream is falling apart without Dasha.
Well, I
It's all my
to,
fault.
I turn
that's great.
to Quinton and I say, "Well, what's in it for me?"
Well, this is a rebellion trying to take down a great person in power who has ravaged the land. I imagine glory, gold, and probably something else with a G, but you can fill that one in.
Are you from
Maybe
this?
the other thing you were thinking was death.
That's if you lose. Do
Riffle
you
goes.
think yourself a loser?
I think myself a survivor.
Well, then I suggest you survive what's to come next.
Riffle
Well-
says, "Wait a second. Are you from this place too? This keep on the Borderlands?" To Vogos.
No, I've lived in Krynn.
Oh, so you're a local. Great. Then you know the Wardens. We're the good guys.
Of course. I also know how terrible Soth can be to those who oppose him, as you've just mentioned.
Horrible.
He is a jerk. I don't like.
Well, would your life be easier if he were gone?
Vogos thinks for a moment, and as his original goal in this was to try and help with Sasari and him possibly surviving a little bit longer, as he sees them as needing the assistance. Very well. I guess I can accompany you a little bit longer.
You could be the one to slay.
Soft.
Soft.
But right now we got to focus on the Borthax.
Very well. Well, let's make haste then.
I could take you there. By Rowan's flight, it doesn't take more than like 15 minutes.
All right. He's the only one that can fly, though, so we'll probably take longer.
Oh, you guys can't fly?
Can you?
Yeah, with Rowan.
So no.
Ugh.
Oh. Well, I guess
Wait.
we'll run.
Where's Star?
Oh. You didn't hear. The night of Blue Fire. Things didn't go so well for us.
That's very unfortunate.
Yeah. I don't
She
know
was
if
a
I
grand
even
creature.
I don't know if it's even still alive.
Wait, sorry. You need to be clearer with your answers.
He does this. Like
Is
he does
still
this
under
all the time.
Star dead? Or do you just not know where Star is and have assumed death?
Yeah, assumed death.
All right, good. So Star's alive then. Let's go.
Wait, before we go, I go and I grab some of the rotten Palon fruit. Like, I don't know, just in case it works. Maybe it'll get it drunk.
Good thinking. It didn't do
Yes.
anything for me.
Hold on. Where are my snacks? Like,
Oh, here, and he
I-
takes out all the snacks he stole on the way.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you know
How
what?
healthy are these snacks?
They're Feywild snacks that he probably still kept all these
I
years.
made-
Feywild candy or like Feywild like lembas bread, like
No,
like
candy.
the things that me and Fira made for him, or the things that he found
Candy.
in the forest. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I take out a granola bar and hand it to him.
Oh, sick! I break half of it. I eat the first half, and I put the other half away because I'm saving
Good.
half of the snacks I get for Siggy.
Aw, very nice. All right, follow me,
Let's go
everybody.
get
And
your
the little
sister.
little
Let's go.
Kender starts to run, but you can all outrun him because his little legs are like. Choo-choo-choo.
I pick
Maybe-
them up.
I'm gonna check my personal belongings after seeing that.
Yeah. Good idea. Kenders will
Uh,
steal the shirt straight off your body.
Yeah, let's actually see. He might have done that. What's your passive perception?
12.
He tried, but you smacked his hand away.
Love it.
All right.
Next time you lose a finger.
Oh, I'm sorry. All
He
right,
doesn't
so
really
go ahead, Joe.
Doesn't really control when he steals things. I say to John.
Yeah, and if you ever need it back, I'll give it to you. So he starts to run ahead. Maybe you pick him up. Maybe, but he'll guide you there. Maybe it takes half an hour instead because you're not flying. But basically, he treks you all the way to Bittergrass Fen. This is basically you can see this river kind of to the western side, and rising from the fen are 2 rows of standing stones. Each one of them has a rough carved pillar. It's about 20 feet high, and above it is floating, inches above it, is a standing stone about 10 feet in diameter, shaped like a boulder. So it almost looks like a dotted eye, basically. This one big pillar and a boulder at the top, and it's floating above it. Some sort of magic is holding it up. You can also see that there is like I said, that river kind of flowing west of the those pillars. It's got a muddy bank, and that's kind of like where you're coming in from here. You can see that the area slopes upwards towards the north and east to meet into the form of a rocky bluff. There are 2 enormous monsters. It looks like they are sniffing at the door of this very large, massive temple. You can see it's like set into the bluff. So it's like kind of right inside, like the doors are right at the edge of the hill here. And the doors are massive. They're stone, but part of it is crumbling as these Borthaks have been digging or pressing up against it, and it's not much longer before the doors themselves would probably broken into to get into the temple's interior. And I do have some artwork for this. I'll share it with you so you can see. Although I'm a little hesitant to show you this artwork just right now, so let me just hold on to that, but we'll show it to you soon. But there's these Borthaks, and they are, like I said, they're focused on what's inside this temple. Let me switch us over to our map here.
I'd like to start the game I'm going to play. I'd like to try to steal something from Ripple, as he tried to steal something from me. Can I take a sleight of hand?
Yeah, you could do a sleight of hand, sure.
Oh, of course that did not work. That's a 7.
He actually does notice this. He has keen smell and hearing, so he's got a pretty good passive perception when somebody tries to sneak up on him. And he's like, "Hey, you could just ask. Like I said, I'll give you anything you want. What do you want? Snacks? I got lollipops and candy and peppermints."
Those are mine.
Oh, sorry.
I grab him. I'm like,
Now,
And he's like,
you caught me this time. You won.
"Oh,
Now,
wait. Shh. We're here." And like I said, you're coming up on this bank right here. I'm going to move your tokens again. So you're here on the banks, and Riffle shows you. He's like, you can see the standing stones. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually take off the dynamic lighting, because even though it is dark out, I just want you to be able to... Well, maybe I shouldn't. Yeah. Maybe I'll move you a little closer so you can see.
And you're being a real tease with this one.
I know. I just forgot that it was actually nighttime. So... but you get close enough to the pillars, and I'll move you towards the pillars here. And down this alleyway of the pillars, you can see the Borthak. They're right there. These massive... They are actually the right size, those tokens. I'll move it closer to you so you could see it.
Damn.
It's a huge size wolf. Massive.
That's insane.
Jesus.
And
Yeah.
like I said, the biggest things that you notice is the ground at which they step, and like kind of they're hitting the door. You notice ice forming with every time the paw touches the ground within the area of the wolf. So it's kind of like every footstep they take, ice forms, and new ice every time. And then you can see acid dripping down like saliva, burning into the icy ground below them.
Here. All right, I have a plan. I take out a sack.
Stealth checks as well, please, for everybody.
I take out like the sack full of rotten Paylon fruit. And 23.
Sweet.
20.
21.
23 is the lowest I can roll. It's actually kind of insane.
And what did you get, Dexter?
Sorry.
Stealth.
You said
Stealth.
stealth. Ooh, yeah. I rolled very well.
Oh boy.
Okay. The way that I do the stealth checks when you're in a big group is the majority has to pass it. So we've got Dexter at a 5. That's going to fail, obviously. We have Riffle, who tried his very darndest, but maybe was just a little too loud, a 10. Stealth from John, that's Sasori a 20, Rowan a 23, Quinton a 21, and Mohag got a 14 plus 2, so 16. So the 4 of you pass, and Riffle and Vogos fail. So it's a success because 4 out of the 6 passed. The Borthax are focused on whoever is inside the temple.
All right. All right, here's my plan, guys. I take out the sack of rotten Palon fruit. I'm gonna fly up there. I'm gonna drop it on top of them. And then maybe they go to sleep? Eh? Fermented fruit?
Does Palon fruit put creatures to sleep?
I
No.
can fly? How can you fly?
I got wings. I just
Yeah, so actually, I don't know if when in the description Joey said he said he's a fairy. He actually does have wings, like butterfly-like wings on his back.
yeah, I like flap them.
You've never seen a creature like this, Sasori.
Really cool. Wait, you not fairies where you're from? Or do they?
Maybe he's just never seen them.
I don't know. Usually things that look like you, I usually do the stabby with, you know?
Actually, John, you did meet some fairy folk, and they almost drowned all of you in the river, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That was very early on. Yep.
Stab people like me?
I stab anyone, but you seem like a nice guy. I don't want to stab you. I like you.
That's good. The songs that I wrote would be not very favorable if you did.
If you stab my son.
Just tell me who to stab and where to go and how to get home and stabby.
Sounds good. I always appreciate a man that can take direction.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't do the thinking. I do the stabbing.
Okay.
So
there's
so-
two plans.
okay.
Plan number 1, we either use it to distract them to get around them, or I don't know, maybe they get drunk off of it. It's rotten fruit. It's been fermented for a while.
How do you think alcohol is made, by the way?
It's like there's fruit and then it becomes alcohol. Right?
Man, Fear and I really skipped a few subjects when we were homeschooling you, didn't we?
I missed out on my childhood.
Yes, that is true.
I'm illiterate.
What?
What? You are
We
not.
read with you every night.
Yeah, you read to me.
I'd like to have a stupid off because I have a 6 intelligence.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
I haven't mentioned that here, but yeah, I rolled a 6 for my intelligence. I think it's fair to know. And my
Yeah.
wisdom's a 9.
Jesus.
We play
John
hardcore.
role plays it very accurately.
All right. So, I think that the Painland fruit could be a good distraction, but given their size, I don't think it will put them to sleep. I mean, I imagine the metabolism on those creatures is probably quite significant.
Metabolism?
Are you putting on a show?
Riffle says, the Palon fruit are the Borthak's favorite thing to eat, surprisingly, because they got mostly canine teeth. But they love the Palon fruit. But these ones are yucky. I don't know if they're going to go for it.
So, what if...
We disguised them.
Exactly.
Hmm.
But do we need to Riffle and Rowan, do you know this place, or do you just know the Borthax? Is this place familiar to you?
This is a very special place for us Blue Fire Wardens. Yeah, this is our famous temple.
So this is a place we defend, not flee from, then?
Oh, and we don't want to flee because your friends and Siggy and everybody that I love and care about, they're inside. And if we don't do something quick, the Borthak are going to get in.
I know. The intention would have been to flee with them. Again, yes. Siggy is my priority. No offense to you and your people, but she is the person that I'm here for to get. So I want to be clear on our intentions and priorities.
Yeah, we want to defend the temple, for sure.
I'm gonna go distract them. You guys sneak in there, and then I will catch up with you.
Yeah, I guess the one advantage he's got is he could fly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty stealthy.
So, Siggy, do you want to fly up, or what do you want to do? Or sorry,
Yeah.
Rowan, excuse me.
I want to sort of go over here, cause some kind of ruckus, drop the fruit, hide, and then sneak around.
Sure, you could do that. Joey, you also, as you fly up into the air, you notice, and you can see the shadows. I think the Roll20 map shows this, right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, the pillars here do have a magical presence. They have this boulder floating on top of them, so you can fly up here and above the pillars and have pretty good coverage. Do you want to go this way, like this? Like, which direction do you want to take? You there,
All
Joe?
right, I'm gonna tell everybody to go.
This?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go that way.
All right, move your token and just tell me where you're going exactly and how you're doing it.
Boop. And I sort of want you guys to sort of go the other way. Like,
I'm just going to ask before he goes, Rowan, are you planning to make a ruckus and not be seen, or make a ruckus and be seen?
Go with the flow. A little bit of both. A little bit of column A, a little bit of column.
Those are binary. I need you to choose one.
But did you get the column pun because of the
Yes.
column?
I just want to be clear. Those things will eat you, your sister, and us. So let's really focus up for a moment. I can make it so that you cannot be seen, is what I'm saying.
Well, we need to get their attention. All right, you know what? Do you want to make me invisible? We can do it.
All right. I put my hand on your shoulder. I make you invisible. And I do think before, like, you feel a bit of like a tight kind of grip on your arm, not so much, not to like hurt, but just kind of like tension. And as you go invisible, you do feel that Quinton pulls you in for a hug. And just, I believe in you, Rowan, and I'm very glad that we get to do this together. And I'm going to give you a bardic inspiration.
Nice. Oh, like sorry, my computer sort of bugged out.
Glitch, it's okay. Keep going.
All right, so yeah, I swing over here. I want to, I guess, like make a ruckus, make a loud noise, maybe drop a torch, and like the sack of Palon fruits.
Yeah, you can drop the Palon fruit or a sack of them, and like they'll splat onto the ground and spill out of the bag and stuff like that. Riffle, Mohag, Vogos, Sasori, the rest of you kind of go towards the southern side of the pillars, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Move your tokens where you'd like to be, and the moment that the fruit hit the ground, the Borthax will alert, look up, swing their heads between the pillars to get a glance at what's over there, and they'll sniff the air, see that if you're there.
I'm gonna do my best to sort of fly away. Do I take a stealth check? Do I?
Yeah, because at this point you would have given up. You're invisible, right? You would have given up your position. So to move right now, make another check.
You would have advantage while you're invisible.
Yeah.
Boop. All right. 26.
Yeah, that's gonna beat the Borthax. They do have pretty good sense of smell, but like right now they're, so focused on something in front of them. But they hear the Palon fruit hit the ground, and one of them will start to go towards it, and the other will kind of chase after and go to sniff and inspect the fruit on the floor. So seems like your plan has worked here.
How high up are these walls?
The pillars or the walls of the temple?
Of the temple.
The walls of the temple are 20 feet up.
20 feet up. Okay.
They're big stone walls, but it's very possible that they could be opened. I mean, the Borthax could not penetrate it, so
I'm going to polymorph into a huge ape.
Ooh.
Which is a huge creature and has a climbing speed. And I'm going to kind of one by one, just like Mighty Joe Young, them up onto the wall. Just like kind of let them like sit in my palm and just kind of move them up one by one on top of the wall.
Ah, the ridge here?
Yes.
Love it.
Mohag's like, I've never been carried by a giant ape before.
I'm going to... this is the wall to the temple, correct?
So you see this this opening here? The temple doors are inside there. They're like giant stone doors. This is a ridge, like literally a
you
ridge.
said walls to the temple. I thought you said they were walls. I didn't realize that it was just a ridge.
Yeah, this area is a ridge. You're above the door now, basically. Like this area is above the door, and the doors are inside this little opening here.
Gotcha. I misunderstood that. Okay.
No worries. Do you want to change that, or do you want to... They're still safer up here, obviously.
They're safer up there. I guess what I would have done then is first step, I guess, because that doesn't really get them in. I would, before transforming, I would actually then try to get to the door and I'm going to cast Sending to Siggy.
Mm-hmm.
And just say, we are outside the gates of the temple. We have the Borthax distracted. I have your brother with me. Open the door. I'll keep them distracted.
And Siggy will reply back, because she can, right? Sending gives you... Oh, no, yeah. 25 words?
25 words?
Yep.
She will reply back next week.
I knew you were going to do that.
And when I said next week, I mean in like 3 weeks. But yeah.
All right, so then I'm not yet polymorph then.
Yeah, fair enough.
That'll be... I misunderstood. You said walls. I thought you meant like it was like a stone wall that like went into the temple.
No worries. The map is a little hard to tell from that because it doesn't show you the physical door. But yeah, it's inside the bluff. Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Well, we'll pause it here though. Everybody, thank you for watching. This is Chapter 6, Episode 1, Krynn, the Land of Krynn. We'll be back. Like I said, we're taking a 2-week spring break. We'll be back April 3rd. No, 2nd. I can't remember the schedule. We have it in our group text. I'll tell you when. And you know how you can find out? Go on Discord, social media. That's how you'll find out when we're going live. And make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss when we go live with another upload. Until then, though, we will see you all on the tabletop. Have a good night, everybody.
Night, y'all.